What is up, nation? Today let's talk about Sony's most recent comments on their PlayStation 5 stock situation and what that means for when you may be able to easily buy one in store. Alright everyone, so I want to share an interesting news article that came out today from Sony's financial investor meeting where they have clearly stated what their targets are for the PS5 to sell during this fiscal year, but they have also gone on record and stated that they may have an issue getting to that projected number because of the stock supply situation, and that specifically falls on AMD and their ability to produce the chipset. So I want to talk through kind of what to expect from this news. What does this mean in terms of when will we see PS5 easily on shelves in stores, and just my personal takeaways from the article and predictions on how the PS5 stock situation will go from here. Now, before we do hop into all the details today, I just want to quickly invite you all to join Sunbro Nation if you haven't done so already. Do so by subscribing below, hit the like button on this video if you enjoy the content today, and make sure you turn on your bell notification icon so you're kept up to date with all the newest gaming and console news as we're in the new generation of gaming. But with that, guys, let's dive into the details. So it's no secret that the PlayStation 5 is in extremely high demand, and it is very hard to find wherever you go. You cannot easily walk into a store, whether that be Walmart, Best Buy, Target, or any of the major retailers, and easily pick up this console. You cannot find it online easy either, because even major retailers like Amazon, when they do get a stock wave, it immediately sells out. So obviously a bunch of gamers want to know the question, when will this shortage actually end, and when will it be easy to go walk into a store and purchase a PS5 again? Now, we do have a little bit of new information that I want to share based off of Sony's financial reports, that they've actually stated that they want to sell over 14.8 million consoles during their first fiscal year. So we're going to talk through how much they've sold so far, because that'll give us a little bit of an indication of how much more stock is coming. But you do have to keep in mind, these are global numbers, not just in one region. So there's no guarantee that they're going to be reshipping to multiple regions, or which ones get them first and then after the fact. So it is going to be a little bit tricky to tell, but I think based off this new information, and even whenever Sony wants to make things sound good to their financial investors, but they're still stating that they may not be able to hit their target due to supply constraints, specifically from their chipset manufacturer, which AMD has confirmed that they will have shortages into mid 2021, which really is probably going to be, realistically, because mid 2021 kind of just turns into the summer, but then you're already ramping back into the holiday season. So this could really last through all of 2021 according to these newer reports. But let's read through the articles and kind of talk about what this indicates as far as what we can expect for PlayStation 5 stock going forward. Sony wants to sell over 14.8 million PS5s next fiscal year, but faces difficulties. Sony has said that the global semiconductor shortage could prevent it from hitting its PlayStation 5 shipment target for its next financial year. During the company's quarterly earnings call on Wednesday, Executive Deputy President and Chief Financial Officer Hiroki Todoki said it hopes PS5 shipments in its financial year of 2021 will surpass the 14.8 million PS4s shipped during the same stage of that console's life cycle in Sony's financial year of 2014. For next fiscal year, we believe that there will be strong demand to continue, Todoki said, of the PS5 through an interpreter. For next fiscal year, we believe there will be strong demand to continue, Todoki said, of the PS5 through an interpreter. Compared to the original plan, we tried to procure components at the level of the second year of the launch of the PS4 at 14.8 million. We would like to exceed that level of the PS4 when it comes to the PS5. However, the demand by customers is so high for the PS5, therefore, for various devices, we try to produce larger volume. However, we have to look at the global shortage of semiconductors. When we try to increase our capacity, we face difficulties because of this global situation. However, we are doing our best to exceed the original plan in terms of shipments. AMD, which makes the chips inside of the PS5 and Microsoft's rival, the Xbox Series X and S consoles, recently forecasted supply issues through the first half of 2021. Sony's gaming business is on course for its best year ever, according to its financial results published on Wednesday, when it announced it had shipped 4.5 million PS5 consoles between the system's November launch and December 31st, 2020. Sony said last October that its initial PS5 sales goal was to outpace the PS4's launch sales achieved during the second half of the company's financial year in 2013, when the console shipped 7.5 million units. We are currently on track to meet our sales goal for the fiscal year of more than 7.6 million units, but we have not been able to fully meet the high level of demand from customers, the company said on Wednesday. We continue to do everything in our power to ship as many units as possible to customers who are waiting for a PS5. So it sounds like Sony is definitely trying to prepare both its investors and its consumer market alike that the PS5 shortages will continue into the foreseeable future, at least for the first half of 2021. But my thought on this is that here's how it's going to happen. Let's say AMD puts out a target of getting caught up with their chipset by mid-2021, which could really be as late as, August or September even. You could still say is kind of mid-2021. So let's say they're doing that, right? Well, then they get caught up with that, and we're right back in the holiday season of all of the craze of everybody wanting to get this thing as a Christmas present. So it is going to be a tricky ride going forward. I do think if you're still on the hunt, rather than just saying I'm going to unplug and wait for 4 or 5 months like I've seen some people do in the comments, I would actually recommend you to at least have notifications on Twitter on accounts that are still tweeting out those stock updates as they go live, because I think it's going to be a while before we can actually easily walk into a store and purchase it according to these reports. So as far as it just being readily available and in stock at all times where you can just go buy one, it could be the rest of 2021 before that happens according to this new information. So I would just continue to stay updated on your favorite news sources and make sure that you're plugged in when the console launches do go live, because it looks like, according to this, I mean, since the demand is so high around the globe and they're trying to supply this thing everywhere to every gamer that wants it, it could very well be a very long ride before we are able to just sit down and click add to cart and check out on Amazon or something like that. Or it could be, quite some time before you're definitely able to go walk into a store and find one sitting on a shelf. So I did want to share that with you guys, just in case you are still on the hunt and you were hoping to wait a while longer, like another month or two, and then just thinking you could easily walk in and find one. It doesn't appear that that's going to be the case after reading through this article. Thanks so much for watching the video today, everyone. I do truly appreciate you all sticking around until the end. I do at this point in the video want to invite you all to leave me a comment. Let me know your takeaway from this article and what you think this means for the PS5 stock situation this year. Do you think that we will get lucky and by middle of 2021 be able to easily go into a store and purchase one? And is that what you're going to try to do? Or are you going to stay plugged into these different accounts that tweet out the live times of the PlayStation 5 restocks and try to secure one online that way? And then before I do end the video, I just want to quickly invite you all one more time to join Sunbro Nation if you haven't done so already. Do so by subscribing below, hit the like button on your way out on this video if you enjoyed the content today, and make sure you turn on your bell notification icon so you're kept up to date with all the newest gaming and console news as we're in the new generation of gaming. That's going to do it for me, guys. I hope you all have a great day. Sunbro Nation, out.